Right, hello and welcome everyone to another stream by Dr. Pilot FI. And today we're going to be switching gears a little bit. We're going to be flying VFR in Southern California from Hawthorne to Whiteman. And we're going to especially utilize the Special Flight Rules area over LAX in the Los Angeles Bravo airspace. And if you haven't done so already, do not forget to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified when I go live on my streams. Okay, without further ado, like I said, today we're going to be flying from Hawthorne. It's pretty much southeast of Los Angeles International Airport. And in that case, we're going to have to transition the Bravo somehow because our destination is Whiteman, right here, which is right northeast of Van Nuys and north of Burbank. And in order to transition the Bravo, and we're so close to it, the best way to transition is the Special Flight Rules area. So let's talk a little bit about this. In Los Angeles TAC chart terminal area chart supplemental, you'll find the Los Angeles Special Flight Rules area with all the instructions on how to transition the Bravo airspace. So let's go ahead and go through this step by step and see what it says. First thing, it describes the altitudes, as you can see here, going northbound and southbound. And since today we're going to be flying northwesterly, so we're going to be at 4,500 feet. So we're going to have to climb to 4,500 feet MSL. And the borders, or the lateral limits of the Special Flight Rules area are, from the north is Manchester Boulevard, as you can see here. And from the south is Imperial Highway. And that's here. That is Imperial Highway. And from the east is the San Diego Freeway, as you can see here. And from the west is the Pacific Ocean shoreline, which is here. So if you look at it, it's pretty much this area right here that we're going to need to transition. So 4,500 feet, and this is what we're going to transition. This is the area where the before, if you see here, south of that Special Flight Rules area, the Bravo airspace starts at 5,000 feet. And also up here also starts at 5,000 feet. So 4,500 pretty much makes us avoid. It would make us avoid the Bravo airspace south and north of the Special Flight Rules area. Now we need to continue now with the instructions. It says here we're going to be navigating on the Santa Monica Vfr 132 radial, and that'll be the 132 radial inbound because we're going to be flying north. So we're flying this way, as you can see. So we're going to be flying the Santa Monica Vfr radial 132 inbound. And air traffic control authorization is not required to enter this area. So we don't need to be talking to ATC at all as we fly through the Special Flight Rules area, as long as we comply with the instructions listed here. So let's go ahead and now read what it says on the bottom. The flight must be conducted under VFR. Okay, and the aircraft must be equipped with, as specified in section 91.215, you're going to have to squawk 1201 prior to entering and while operating in this area. So we need to squawk 1201. VFR squawk is 1200, and we're going to squawk 1201 right before we enter and until we exit the Special Flight Rules area. So that's one thing we need to do. The pilot shall have the current Los Angeles terminal area chart in the aircraft. Okay, fine. And the pilot shall operate on the Santa Monica very high frequency omnidirectional radio range, the VOR 132 radial. Fine, we already checked that, so we're going to have to set that up. Aircraft navigating southeasterly, 3,500 feet. We're going to be navigating northwesterly, so we are going to be at 4,500 feet. And the indicated airspeed shall not exceed 140 knots. We need to turn all the lights on, anti-collision lights, aircraft position navigation lights should be on. And it says use of landing lights recommended, so might as well turn everything on. And it says here specifically that turbojet aircraft are prohibited, and we're not going to fly a turbojet today. We're flying a multi-engine piston aircraft, which is a Diamond 42. Alright, so what is the frequency that we need to be on while going through the special flight rules area? It's listed right here, so let's circle that too. Okay, here we go. Here is the frequency, and we have Vfr checkpoints, and the Vfr checkpoints going north are going to be Imperial Highway, the numbers, and Bologna Creek, and the Santa Monica VOR as we transition north. Okay, so even though we're going to be out of it, it's just sort of like you can start communicating with the traffic that's setting up, you know, to fly southbound or northbound the special flight rules area. Okay, so we might as well now go ahead and mark these landmarks here so we can see them on ForeFlight when we're flying. So we have Imperial Highway, we have the numbers. Here's Bologna Creek, I believe, right here, and the Santa Monica VOR. Okay, so in order to plan this, let's see what's happening. So we're going to be taking off from a Delta airport right here from Hawthorne, and we don't really have to pick up, honestly, flight following until after the special flight rules area. The reason is, in my opinion, is that if you pick up flight following from the ground, once you take off and climb to 4,500 feet, they're going to tell you to squawk 1201 and frequency change approved. Then you're going to have to contact them again the other side and tell them you want to continue the flight following. Okay, that's fine. That's one way of doing it. It's no problem. Or we can just pretty much say VFR departure southwest. We go this way to climb to 4,500 to set ourselves up to enter the special flight rules area. And once we do that, we go ahead and intercept the 132 radial inbound into Santa Monica and fly at 4,500 feet in the special flight rules area. And right on the other side, when we exit, when we're close to Santa Monica, we can pick up flight following to Whiteman. And the reason why we want to pick up flight following is that in this case, I can enter or fly through the Charlie for Burbank without any issues if I'm talking to South Cal approach. It's good that while you fly next to Van Nuys is to stay east of the 405 freeway to avoid the Van Nuys traffic. That would be a good idea. And then we're going to set up to contact Whiteman somewhere here, I would say, and set up for landing. Okay, so that's the plan. So in order to set up the aircraft, when you think about it, we need to set up the frequency for the special flight rules area. We want to monitor that as we take off from Hawthorne so we can avoid any traffic setting up to enter northbound or southbound, so we know what's going on as the aircrafts are reporting their visual reporting points. So that's one thing we need to do. We need to know what frequency we're gonna contact for South Cal approach when we exit the special flight rules area to request the flight following. And the way to do this, we can look at Los Angeles Airport and look at South Cal approach, North Complex 1339. Okay, so we can probably set up for 1339, or from the LAX VOR, as you can see here, it says from radial 225 to 144 is 124.5 for South Cal approach. Okay, so we can set up for 124.5. So let's write that down. Maybe that'll be an initial frequency. If they want us to talk to someone else, we'll talk to someone else. So 124.5 for South Cal, the South Cal approach to get the flight following. For the special flight rules area, we said that the frequency is going to be 128.55. Let's write that down here too. 128.55. So we don't forget 128.55. Good, and with that, it looks like we briefed everything for this flight, and we can go ahead and get started. Alright, so right now we are connected to a PilotEdge network. We are on the north ramp at Hawthorne, as you can see here. So let me go ahead now and just make this a little bit smaller, so you can see what I'm doing with the aircraft, and set that up here. And if you're watching right now, or just watching, and you feel like asking any questions, go ahead and type your question in the chat. I see the question, I'll be able to answer. Today we're doing a flight again, VFR flight from Hawthorne to Whiteman in South Cal, and we're going to transition the Bravo airspace through the Special Flight Rules area on PilotEdge with live ATC. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and type a question in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer. Alright, so go ahead now and master on and strobes on, because this aircraft doesn't have beacon light. The strobes on. Alright, and here we go. Acknowledge the MFD. Okay, a little bit nose and fuel lines are open, a little bit trim nose down. I'm not going to use the fuel pumps to start. We're good. And with that, we're going to do now lift engine master on. Okay, so the glow light is off, and we can go ahead now start the lift engine, and we'll look left and right, and we say clear prop, and here you go, lift engine. Good start. Bring the RPM up. Okay, here we go. We're good. Alright, now oil pressure is good, and right engine master on. We'll wait for the glow light to come off. Very good. And starting the right engine. Let's go start. Looks like, here you go, oil pressure is in the green. Increase the RPM, and we're good. Now avionics on. It takes a couple of seconds. And here we go. Avionics Masters is on. And we're looking good here. And we'll go ahead now and set up our avionics. So today, we're going to pick up the ATC and do everything just like what we do in real life. Okay? Just like real life procedures. The thing is, today is pretty much a little bit cloudy in Southern California, and because it's a little bit cloudy, I choose to use custom weather in the sim, make it clear skies, and in that case we have to notify the controllers that we have information Zulu. And when we tell PilotEdge controllers that we have information Zulu, it's sort of like telling them we have custom weather. Okay, so they understand we have custom weather, it's all good, but we're going to pick up the ATC and everything just like what we do in real life and write it down and so forth. Alright, in order to set up for the aircraft, since it's VFR flight, it's not like going to be clearance that we have to program anything. So let's go ahead and set up the comms real quick. And here we go, and we have Hawthorne, and 118.4 is the ATC. I'm going to put that on COM 2. 118.4. Okay, good. I'll put Hawthorne ground and 125.1. 125.1 on COM 2. One, 251. And I'll put tower 1211 on COM 1. 121.1. And I will put the special flight rules frequency. Actually, it's better to have it. I'm going to monitor it right after. It's good to monitor it right off the ground, so I'll probably put that on COM 2 after I pick up the ATC. So let's pick up the ATC.
518 Foxtrot Tango, turn right heading 060, climb and maintain 7,000.
060, 7,000, 518 Fox Tango.
Okay, KHHR. And let's go ahead now and listen to the ATC on COM 2.
8, altimeter 29 or 9 or 7, arriving and departing runway 25, visual approaches in use, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions, advise on initial contact that you have information Mike.
So information Mike, but we're going to tell them we have Zulu.
Hawthorne Municipal Airport, ATC information Mike, 1753 Zulu, wind 120 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 5,500 overcast. Temperature 14. Dew point 8. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 7. Arriving and departing runway 25.
And that's
November 58 Foxtrot Tango, Las Vegas departure radar contact, say passing altitude and your intention.
okay. So we're good.
Leaving 4002, request vectors for
And to set up,
19 Yankee.
let's put the Santa Monica VOR and the Santa Monica VOR frequency 110.8. So we
Will
put
that
this
be R9 Yankee 19 left or 19 right?
110.8.
Apologies, 19 left at Las Vegas, the Yankee.
November 58 Foxtrot Tango, expect vectors R9 Yankee runway 19 left approach.
Expect vectors RNAV 19 left approach,
And
Yankee.
we're supposed to be tracking according to the
El Monte
special flight rules
Airport
here.
site says 172 Sierra
The
Papa.
radial 132.
November 172 Sierra Papa, radar services terminated, squawk VFR, contact El Monte Tower
Radial
121.2.
132.
Squawk VFR, contact El Monte Tower 121.2. Thank you very much. 172 Sierra Papa.
132 inbound.
November 255 Whiskey Tango, contact Ramona Tower 119.87. Keep your code, but your radar services are terminated.
Going to tower, keeping code 5 Whiskey Tango. Thanks for your help.
That's the radial we're gonna track, and I want here on the PFD options we need the wind. Okay, option 2. I like that better. And I want
Going to
DME,
tower 255 Whiskey Tango.
and I want
inbound
bearing 1.
with India.
And for
November 255
and
Whiskey
it's also
Tango,
good to
Ramona
have
Tower, runway 9 clear to land 1200.
the Van Nuys VOR
Clear to now.
113.1
5 Whiskey Tango.
for navigation, to have it also for reference. 113.1, put it on nav 2.
Walker 30 approaching 25 right.
113.1. And that is Van Nuys, and I'll put bearing 2.
Walker 380 Los Angeles Tower, RNF Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. RNF Docker 25 right, clear for takeoff. Walker 380.
El Monte Tower says that November 172 Sierra Papa is 8 miles east with Whiskey to land.
Target altitude, we
We'll
set
stop landing.
4,500.
November 172 Sierra Papa, El Monte Tower,
Initially?
enter left base, runway 19, runway 19 clear to land.
Enter left base, runway 19, runway 19 clear land, 172 Sierra Papa.
4,500 feet for the altitude,
November
and altimeter
41 Juliet Alpha,
2992
direct
because we're using information zone.
41 Juliet Alpha.
Good. Squawk now. Can squawk VFR. Alt. And back.
November 8 Foxtrot Tango, are you looking to do the procedure turn at store, or do you want the approach straight in?
If we also want
Just
to
final for 518 Foxtrot Tango.
have some navigation waypoints in the flight plan, we can do that too. So we can put our departure
November
airports.
78 Foxtrot Tango, turn left, heading 020.
Left heading 020, 518 Foxtrot Tango.
KHHR. That's Hawthorne. Enter. And we put the Santa Monica.
November 984 Hotel Whiskey, contact Oakland Center 127.45, so on.
Here we go, Santa Monica. BUR, we can use OBS function too. I'm going to show you how to do that. Enter. Up, and we put now Van Nuys. VUR. And the destination is Whiteman, which is
Fullerton Tower, Cessna
KWHP.
464 Romeo Mike's off at Delta. Request parking straight ahead.
November 464 Romeo Mike, taxi straight ahead to parking, remain this frequency, pass for Cat 9.
Straight ahead, remain this frequency. Thanks for the help. 464 Romeo Mike.
And we can here set up also our OBS. We said 312, so we can come here and say OBS and
Approach 518 Fox Tango.
set a course of
November 8
312.
Foxtrot Tango, go ahead.
Sorry about this. Can we switch to the 19 right, RNAV Yankee?
Perfect.
November 8 Foxtrot
And that's
Tango,
what we need to
no
intercept. If you look, it's very similar to the other course. Okay. We're good here, but we're going
Walker
to
3,
utilize the
contact
VR.
departure.
We're good now.
Departure, Walker 3.
So ready to contact ground at Hawthorne and tell them that we want VFR departure to the southwest for, you know.
Hello, Walker 380, 1,600 via 5,000.
Walker 380, SoCal departure, radar contact.
Okay, so we got the ATIS. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Ah, well, yeah, it's good to have the OBS as backup. But it's also good to use a little bit of the VOR1 and 2 on the G1000. That'll be good. And good to also see the track in magenta. This is pretty much the track for the special flight rules area. It's really nice and in purple right here. I'll just want to show you, like you can see it right here. Okie dokie, so looking good here. So all I need to do now is probably set up the 12855. I'll put that as backup on COM2, and then I'll make it active once I switch to tower so I can monitor that. Alright, so I will go now to comms. COM2 now, I don't need the ATIS anymore. I'll put 12855. 12855. And that is a standby in COM2. I'm going to make it active COM2 12855. And we're going to make our reports as we transition.
Walker 380, turn left direct Clipper, resume the departure, climb via SID.
Alright, we're ready.
Clipper, resume the departure, climb via the SID, Walker 380.
We're good. Now I'm going to get the track IR going. Here we go. We're good, and we can look right and left, we can look back, and it's all set up nicely. We got now get our taxi instructions. I think.
Number 78 Foxtrot Tango, turn left heading 290.
Left 290, 5 Foxtrot Tango.
Okay, we're good now. We can go ahead and call. We can go ahead and call Hawthorne ground on 125.1. Hawthorne ground, good morning, Diamond Twin, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, over the north ramp, ready to taxi with information Zulu, VFR departure southwest.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Hawthorne ground, good morning. Runway 25, taxi via Echo, Sierra, and Alpha, cross runway 25 at Echo.
Runway 25, Echo, Sierra, and Alpha, we'll cross runway 25 at Echo, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, thanks. Alright, so he wants us to go this way, and this way, all the way to Alpha. That's the plan.
Number 255,
Alright,
Whiskey Tango,
taxi light on, release the brakes.
Taxi parking via Alpha on this frequency.
November 58 Foxtrot Tango, clear direct Stora, cross Stora at or above 6,000 to 500. Clear to RNAV Yankee runway 19 approach straight in. Correct, RNAV Yankee runway 19 right approach.
Okay, this is Echo. We're going to cross the runway here.
At 6,500, cleared straight in RNAV.
All lights on.
Yankee,
Before crossing, clear left.
Walker 380 contact
and clear right.
25.27.
Approaching runway 07, 25, entered runway 07, 25.
Juliet Alpha contact SoCal approach 135, correction 134.2.
Over to 134.2 for 1 Juliet Alpha.
November 172 Sierra Papa, taxi departing via Alpha, this frequency, transfer Cat 7.
Okay, we're good
Taxi
now.
departure via Alpha. Remain on the frequency. Thank you very much. 172 Sierra Papa.
And we turn.
Approach November 1520 Papa, 20 miles northwest of Los Angeles, 5,500 feet. Request coastal transition through runway space. Destination John Wayne.
November 1520 Papa, SoCal approach, squawk 7240.
Squawk 7240, November 1520 Papa.
Walker 380, LA Center, good morning.
Busy, 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 busy. All right, looking good.
SoCal approach, Cherokee 41, Juliet Alpha 6000.
That's
November 4,
Delta.
Alpha, SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 2995.
Next one.
2995 for 1 Juliet Alpha.
November 1520 Papa, radar contact 7 miles west of the Van Nuys VOR. Report established on Los Angeles 323 radial.
Reporting established on Los Angeles radial 323, November 1520 Papa.
John Wayne clearance, Cessna 24 Sierra November, requesting clearance to McAllen.
November 24 Sierra November, John Wayne clearance cleared to the Palomar Airport Fly heading 220, radar vectors to join Victor 23, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 1560.
Okay, cleared to Palomar, 220, radar vectors to Victor 23, and then radar vectors to McAllen, 5,000, 128.1, 1650, 24 Sierra November.
November 24 Sierra November, fly heading 175, radar vectors at Victor 23, then as filed, and squawk 1560.
Bravo. And we're going to all the way to Alpha.
175, radar vectors to Victor 23, and then as filed, 1560, 24.
And if you're just joining the stream right now, we're doing a flight from Hawthorne to Whiteman, and we're going to transition the Bravo airspace via the special flight rules area.
134.9, November 152, Papa.
Alright, with the Diamond 62 or Diamond 42, you can actually do the run-up while taxiing using your two fingers.
Approach number 1520.
Doing the engine run-up here, so we assume we're doing the engine run-up already. We've done that, so check this. The ACUs are good, and everything is good and is set up correctly.
Los Angeles Bravo airspace by the coastal route southbound.
Now, all lights on.
VFR at 5,500. Los Angeles altimeter 29.
P2 heat on, and what we're going to do now is switch to COM 1. And we want to switch COM 2, and I want to monitor the special flight rules frequency as I take off. Oh, it's a lot of people talking. Okay, so now we're on with Tower, and we're going to monitor the special flight rules traffic. Runway 25.
Las Vegas Tower, Sirius 518, Foxtrot Tango, RNAV 19 right Yankee.
November 518 Foxtrot Tango, Las Vegas Tower, wind 220 at 19 gust 30, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Runway 19 right, clear to land, 518 Foxtrot Tango.
Walker 380, contact Los Angeles Center, 133.2.
Flaps, first notch. Oh, we good. Hawthorne Tower, Diamond Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, holding short 25 VFR departure southwest.
Correction, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Hawthorne Tower southwest departure approved, runway 25 clear for takeoff, wind 280 at 11 gust 18.
25 clear for takeoff, southwest departure approved, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. Alright. Right side clear. Left side clear.
Approaching runway 25.
I'm not going to use the fuel pumps.
Entered runway 25. 1,463 meters remaining.
Runway 25 identified.
Climb and maintain flight level 330.
Alright, and let's center the head and bug. Alright, takeoff. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. Engine instruments all green.
Downwind ground,
rotate.
Skyhawk 24,
7.5.
November at West Ramp, ready to
Other
taxi
rate,
for departure.
gear up.
November 24 Sierra
Pitch up
November,
10 degrees,
ground,
reduce power
runway
level.
20 right, taxi by Bravo Kilo.
Autopilot on. Heading on.
Taxi Bravo Kilo to runway 20
Turn
right,
now the landing light off.
24 Sierra November.
See the vertical speed. That's good vertical speed right here. Alright, so in that case I'm gonna now turn southwest. And do my climb to 4,500. I want to climb fast, so maybe I do indicator speed. And we change that to maybe 90 knots. And climb hard. Here we go. Let's do our climb 4,500.
Juliet Alpha, climb and maintain 8,000.
Up to 8,000 for 1 Juliet Alpha.
We don't want to be about 2,500. and above 2500 to get out of the deltas. So we're good here. So now we're above the delta. We don't really have to talk to anybody there. So now we switch to COM 2. And now we are in the Special Flight Rules area frequency. And I'm going to do a left turn, come back and intercept the radial. Okay, I'll start my turn. Here's an good interception heading. And we should have 124.5 on COM 1 when we can contact 124 when we contact South Cal after we exit the Special Flight Rules area. Okay, in that case I'm going to click nav. Reaching target altitude, going to slow down the aircraft. Take our time. I'm going to go a little bit to the right on the heading. And let's get ready to squawk 1201. Transponder code 1, 2, 120. Uh-oh, we passed the radial. Come back quick. And slow down the plane. We got tied up here. Okay, let's turn the autopilot off for a second. And just come here sharp, turn. Maintain the 40,500. And we start turning now to intercept. That's it.
Destination ATIS is 132.1.
I'm gonna turn right. Special Flight Rules traffic, Diamond Tail Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet over Imperial Highway 4500 northbound, Special Flight Rules. My course. Special Flight Rules traffic, Diamond Tail Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet over the numbers 4500 northbound, Special Flight Rules. Looking good. Just passed over the numbers, LAX. And we're looking good. Turn the landing lights on too because it's recommended. All lights on pretty much. Next reporting point is Ballona Creek. We're over here. Special flight rules traffic, down to Delta Alpha Juliet over Ballona Creek, 4,500 northbound, special flight rules. And we're pretty much out of it. So over Santa Monica, we're gonna start turning to Van Nuys VOR and try to stay east of the 405 freeway on the way to Whiteman, and we can pick up flight following. Okay, switch to heading now because we're gonna enter the cone of confusion for the Santa Monica VOR. (132.1) for the ATC. We put that on COM2. 132.1. We get it ready for Whiteman. And we start turning now. Special flight rules traffic. Now we Alpha Juliet over the Santa Monica VOR. 4,500 proceeding now to Van Nuys and changing frequency. Special flight rules. Okay, set, turn right now. And that's it. Okay, we'll go ahead and now switch to COM1. Hopefully we're going to be...
613 Zulu, John Wayne ground information, Yankee just became current, same position on the field.
4.5.
Go to the southwest line, 13 Zulu.
November 13 Zulu, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo, advise when you have Yankee.
We can send now
3,000. Bravo Kilo, and we'll advise for have Yankee, 13 Zulu.
Make it 3,100.
November 1520 Papa, leaving Bravo airspace, cancel altitude restrictions, proceed direct to the Huntington Beach Pier.
Can you repeat please for the direct and November 1520?
November 1520 Papa, cancel altitude restrictions, proceed direct to the Huntington Beach Pier.
Proceed direct, Huntington Beach Pier. 152 Papa, I got it.
Vfr Sierra November, contact departure.
24 Sierra November, contacting departure.
South Cal approach, Diamond Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet request.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, SoCal, go ahead.
We're currently 2 miles north of the Santa Monica VOR, 3,900 sending 3,000. Request flight following to Whiteman.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. If you're just over Santa Monica, you can go ahead and contact, you can either contact Van Nuys Tower, you can contact Van Nuys Tower for a Class Delta transition.
We'll contact Van Nuys Tower for the transition Hotel Delta Alpha Juliet, thanks. Alright, no problem.
John Wayne ground, November
In that case,
7613
let's
Zulu. We currently now
go
have
2,500.
taxi. Moving on now.
November 13
We need to avoid the Charlie.
Taxi instruction, runway 20 right, taxi via
That's
Bravo.
not good. Let's go a little bit west. 90 degrees
SoCal
quickly.
departure, Skyhawk 24 Sierra November at 2,000 for 5,000 with you.
November 7613 Zulu, runway 20
To
right,
avoid
taxi via Bravo Kilo.
to avoid the Charlie.
Copy, runway 20.
And we contact
right,
Van Nuys
Zulu,
Tower.
Bravo Kilo, 13 Zulu.
Van Nuys Tower is
Departure radar contact.
119.0.
Warning. Terrain
sorry.
ahead.
Van Nuys Tower 119.3.
Walker 691 San Luis Tower, southbound departure approved, runway 29 cleared for takeoff.
119.3. 119.3. Let's do that.
I'm on tower 255 Whiskey Tango, holding short, runway 27, ready to go, east departure.
November 255 Whiskey Tango, run a tower, make left downwind departure, runway 27 cleared for
19.3.
takeoff.
And left downwind 27 for takeoff, 5 Whiskey Tango.
That's it. We're good now. Van Nuys Tower, good morning. Diamond 20 Alpha, Delta Alpha Juliet. We're about 9 miles south of the airfield. Request Class Delta transition to Whiteman.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Van Nuys Tower. Roger, northbound transition approved, follow the 405 on the east side, Van Nuys altimeter 2994.
904 on the altimeter will follow northbound transition approved to stay east of the 405 Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, thanks. Okay, east of the 405, go this way. Just like real life. Why don't you stay east of the 405?
November 24 Sierra November, turn left heading 100, join Victor 23 southbound.
Since we can transition, so let's go to 2000, which is the traffic pattern altitude at Whiteman. We can descend more.
November 1520 Papa, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
126.8 for the tower, November 152 Papa, thank you.
A little bit to the a little bit to the right, so you can stay on the 405 freeway.
$500.
A little bit of terrain here, so maybe we can hold altitude. That's good.
John Wayne Tower, November 1520 Papa, 12 miles from the west to land with information Zulu.
Let's get the Whiteman Tower frequency ready.
Papa, John Wayne Tower, report midfield, right downwind.
Whiteman is...
Report midfield, right downwind, runway 20 right.
135.0. 135.0, put that ready. 135.0. And here's the 405 freeway. This is it, so we start now turning left. We can change the CDI actually. Well, don't need to. Here's the 405. And just stay this way. This is the 405. Right here. And I'm staying east of it. And just gotta be careful here not to mess with the Charlie. Alright, so the ATC for Whiteman, we said is... I think we have it ready right now on COM2 on 32.1. Let's listen.
Wind 110 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Arriving runway 12. Departing runways 1230. Visual approaches in use. IFR departures expect runway 30. Read back all runway assignments and hold short inductions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Kilo.
So it's information Kilo, but we're going to tell them we have Zulu because we have custom weather.
Whiteman Airport, ATC information Kilo. 1850 Zulu. Wind 110 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Arriving runway 12. Departing runway 12.
Unable to continue for the IC rating. Looks like you intercepted the radial on Victor 23 runway. You're headed southwestbound. What you should be heading southeastbound.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions.
And November 4 Sierra November.
That's it, and that's the 405 right there.
Continue the flight, turn left heading 090, re-intercept Victor 23 southbound.
That's the 405 freeway.
090, thank you.
SoCal departure, Whiskey Tango, 255 Whiskey Tango with you at 3,500.
Number 255 Whiskey Tango, SoCal departure, radar contact.
Expect runway 30. Read back all runway assignments and hold short.
Runway 30.
November 41 Juliet Alpha, just going to maintain 7,000.
7,000, 41 Juliet Alpha.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, contact Whiteman Tower 135.0.
135.0, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, yeah. Whiteman Tower, good morning. Down Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. We're about 6 miles southwest of the airfield. 2,000 for full stop with Zulu.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, Whiteman Tower, enter right base runway 12, runway 12, clear to land.
Right base 12, clear to land, Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet. Okay, he made me into runway 12.
John Wayne Tower, November 7612 Zulu, at 20 right, hold short runway 20 right, at Kilo, ready for departure.
We good now?
November 7613 Zulu.
You should be able to see the airfield right there.
Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right, 130.
Santa Maria Tower, Walker 691 is 13 miles north at 1,500. Request full stop landing with Bravo.
Walker
As a
691, Santa
procedure,
Maria Tower, report
traffic
midfield
pattern,
right downwind,
runway
runway 30.
12, can do a 45, right traffic.
Report midfield right downwind, runway
Gives you an
30,
idea
Walker 691.
where the right base will be, which is good. Right, in that case, autopilot off. Alright, put now speed check flaps, approach, and gear down. All lights on. And we get ready.
November 1520 Papa, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 20 right. November 1520 Papa, thank you.
November 41 Juliet Alpha, contact Joshua, approach 126.1.
Switching to 126.1 for 1 Juliet Alpha.
You can see the airfield right there. It's the right base. We're on the right base now.
Joshua approach, Cherokee 41 Juliet Alpha, 7,000.
November 41 Juliet Alpha, Joshua approach, Fox altimeter 2998. Correction 2986, information Charlie current, expect visual approach runway 24.
2986, expected visual for 24, and I have Charlie, 41 Juliet Alpha.
Number 7613 Zulu, contact departure.
Here we go.
Contacting departure, number 76310. SoCal departure, November 7613 at 1500 for 5,000.
November 7613 Zulu, SoCal departure, radar contact.
Still those, I see the runway. Here we go.
1 mile, final runway 12.
That's the strip right there. Full flaps.
Burbank clearance, Delta 1800, ISR to Las Vegas, please.
And calling Burbank clearance, I don't have a Delta 1800 connected to the network.
We'll fix it.
November 7613 Zulu, turn left heading 100, join Victor 23.
Heading 100, joining Victor 23, 130.
Walker 380, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62.
Clear the runway.
Burbank clearance, Delta
We are on
1800,
Charlie.
Las Vegas.
Speed read off.
Delta 1800,
flaps up.
Burbank clearance,
Landing
clear to Las
light
Vegas
off.
Airport via the flap to departure, Meissen transition, rounders, 1 arrival. Maintain 4,000.
And this is transient parking straight ahead.
After departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 6521.
All right, cleared to Las Vegas, lap 2, Mizzen Rounders 1, 4,000, flight level 270 and 10, 134.2, squawk 6521, Delta 1800.
Delta 1800, be back correct.
Whiteman Tower, down to Alpha Juliet, clear of runway 12 at Charlie, request taxi to transient straight ahead.
Hotel Alpha Delta Alpha Juliet, taxi straight ahead to parking, remain this frequency, have a good day.
Straight ahead to parking, remain the frequency, Hotel Alpha Juliet, good day.
Walker 691, no need to report, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 30, Walker 691.
November 1520 Papa, taxi to parking via Alpha, monitor ground, pass for Cat 10.
Taxi via Alpha, monitor ground, and thank you, sir. Number 152 Papa.
Alright, that's it. And we made it to Whiteman. This is a tricky flight, actually. Okay, brakes on. Let's turn off the... Okay, the brakes on. And all lights off except for the strobes.
Walker 380, LA Center, roger.
and avionics off. And go ahead now, shut down the right engine and shut down the left engine. Strobes off and lights off. Okay, alright, so just recap real quick what we did here. Quite an interesting and fast-paced flight. Too much action and so little time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain what we did. Alright, so we took off from Hawthorne and we wanted to utilize the special flight rules area to transition the Bravo. We climbed 40 to 4,500 because that's the altitude to transition the special flight rules area northbound. And we climbed southwest, and then we turned back. I overshot the radial a little bit, came back, and then I was able to fly on the radial. We made the reporting points, which is Imperial Highway, the numbers. I think this is something Creek. What is it? Yeah, the Ballona Creek. And I even reported the Santa Monica VOR. At that point, I requested flight following to Whiteman because I wanted to transition the Charlie for Burbank. The guy said, nope, contact Van Nuys Tower for the transition. Now, this is tricky because he did say my call sign. Does that imply I can transition the Charlie? Or no, I don't think he did here because he specifically instructed me to contact Van Nuys Tower to transition the Delta airspace into Whiteman. So in that case, what I did was I came back and I contacted Van Nuys Tower. He told me I can transition his airspace northbound, but I have to stay east of the 405 freeway. I stayed east of the 405 freeway. I forgot to mention that we squawked 1201 before entering the special flight rules area because that's the squawk you need to have here. Anyways, to continue, I transitioned the airspace northbound east of the 405 freeway, and then I contacted Whiteman Tower and landed as you've seen. I'm not really sure if I did squawk 1200 again after leaving the special flight rules area, but interestingly enough, South Cal approach, when they told me that there's no need for flight following and just to contact Van Nuys for the transition, didn't mention anything about my squawk, so I just forgot about it because I was just so busy. Nothing dangerous, nothing problematic, and then we were able to transition and come back and enter the Whiteman Delta and land, and we avoided the Charlie airspace completely for Burbank from the ground up. Alright, and that was it, and it was a fun flight explaining how to transition the special flight rules area for Los Angeles, Class Bravo airspace.